Hey everyone, how's it going? Christina here. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another video. Happy Friday. We are ending the week this week on the channel as we always do with some CASPA content. One of my favorite projects, the ultimate project this bull cycle, and in my opinion, for the entire crypto market. Some interesting developments we have going on here. The first thing I actually want to do is I usually do this more towards the end of the video, but I want to move over here really quickly to the community sentiment that we have going on here. 83.7K votes on this poll, and 87% of people in this poll are bullish on CASPA. 13% is bearish. What's interesting about this, and I think I've pointed this out plenty of times when looking at this community sentiment for CASPA, I have seen meme coins that have a higher percentage of bullish voters than I do CASPA, which I find interesting because I'm not sure what there is to like not like about Caspa. I understand maybe the people who aren't like as passionate about it as maybe like me or other influencers and investors or whatever, but I haven't really come across many people who say it sucks. Like maybe a very small percentage. I remember I had few people very early on when I started this channel commenting saying Caspa is like going nowhere and it's just going to become a stable coin. Um, I, obviously I don't think that at all. I think Caspa has the potential to become a currency. That's how strongly I believe in it. But I thought this was interesting because in my opinion, like 13% bearish, that's a little high in my opinion. Um, Especially since I see like meme coins with like a 5% bearish vote on this particular poll. I'm hoping that as the price continues to pump, people will have a little more faith in it. I think some people got discouraged because it was down for so long, which really was a result of the market crash that happened end of July into the beginning of August. But let's move on to the chart here. We're going to start with the 24-hour view as we always do. We're down 4.47% today. By the way, working with a $4.04 billion market cap. Sorry, I got a little tongue-tied there. $4.04 billion market cap. And the market cap is down a little bit, 4.45%. Let's look at the all-time highs here and all-time lows. So we're working with an all-time high of 16 cents and an all-time low of about 15 cents. So we have a little bit of a decline and a 1 cent difference, which is not too bad. Moving on over to the 7-day view, we're down 5.02%, and we see this decline start to happen on the 9th, which was a few days ago. We have an all-time high for this chart of 18 cents, and we have an all-time low of about 15 cents, and we see this decline start to happen. It's a progression over a couple days. So on the 8th, we were at the all-time high for the week at 18 cents. Then we see it kind of go down a little bit to 18.54, 17.45, back up again to 18, and then ultimately down to about 16. And then by the 10th, we were down to about 15. Did try to make its way back up here a little bit on the 12th, but it did go back down a tiny bit, down to 16 and today, which is the 30th. I think this is normal. I would treat this as a way to kind of buy a really great coin while it's still at a cheap price before this hits 20 cents. I think we're going to see it go up and then back down a little bit. I read a really great X post, I think it was last night, and I kind of believe that this is probably what's going to happen, that CASPA is going to pump up to either maybe 20 to 22 cents. Now, 22 would be a new all-time high. Around 20 to 22 cents, somewhere in that range, most likely 20, and then go back down again to about 18 cents. And then from there, back up again, maybe a little more, 22 cents, 23 cents, back down again to about 19 or 20 cents, and so on and so on. Have to remember that KASPA has that pattern, which we see very well when we go to the one year or all-time view. It's actually better reflected with the all-time view. The 1 year chart looks a little up and down. But when we go to the all-time view, we see that pattern very well. It goes up, new all-time high, back down. Up, new all-time high, back down a little bit. Up, new all-time high, back down. Up, back down. Up, back down. Up a little bit, back down, and up. So 20, 21, 22, I think that's going to be the next milestone for this. When? It's hard to tell. It could hit this by the end of the year. We are now, let's see, it's already December 13th. I would love to see that happen. I would love to see it hit 20, 21, 22 before 2025. So I think that's definitely possible. I just want to make note of the 1 month view here because we are up 21.50%. We see it go from about 12 cents all the way up to about 18 cents. So this is a wonderful incline for the month. And it's up 30.73% for the year. And we're up, wow, 85,527.55% for the all-time view. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments section for some more tier 1 exchanges. Do we see KASPA getting Crypto.com? I'm trying to think of how I want to phrase this. Crypto.com and Gemini first before we see a Coinbase and Robinhood listing, or is it going to go straight to a Coinbase and Robinhood listing? And when in 2025? Is this going to happen in 2025? Will it happen beyond 2025? I'll give you my take on it. I think we need to get a few more tier 1s before we see a Coinbase or Robinhood listing. Do I think KASPA is Coinbase and Robinhood worthy? 100%, absolutely. I think KASPA will be on every single tier 1 exchange. That's how good it is. That's how much I believe in it. That's how strong of a project it is. Okay? But I think that obviously Robinhood and Coinbase are the two biggest exchanges that a project could get. And I think that they're just going to be the last two. I think that's how it goes with most projects. I think that is what's going to be the case with this. I think we need to see a Crypto.com exchange listing. I think we need to see a Gemini and a Binance listing. Binance, it already has Kraken, which is awesome, but Binance is going to be a relatively big one. So I think we need to see that first and Crypto.com before we get into Coinbase and Robinhood. Remember, once it gets on Coinbase and Robinhood, that is when the project has already hit mainstream. So that's where it gets the hype like Bitcoin gets now. That's where all the normies are going to get a hold of it and the newbies are going to get a hold of it. And they're going to think, they're going to be reading about it in the news and they're going to be, saying, oh my God, KASPA, I have to go and buy it. At that point, it's probably going to be at $1 or more. Probably more. So, and also just to kind of line that up then with my price timeline, this is probably going to hit $1. Well, it is going to hit $1 sometime in 2025. So does that mean the Robinhood and Coinbase listing is going to happen sooner at that time and be correlated with the dollar price? I don't know. But once it gets to Coinbase and Robinhood, it will be totally out of the 50 cents, 60 cents, 80 cent range, we'll be out of the cents price point. Like we will have most likely hit $1 by that point. And how far over $1, I'm not sure. We could be at $1, I don't know. But it's going to be at a significant price, I think, when it gets those listings. Coinbase and Robinhood, I don't once Caspa gets on those, I don't want to say the buying time is over for Caspa, but it really kind of is. I know some people who are planning to continue to buy Caspa up to like 50 cents. I know someone who said, I'm going to buy that all the way up to $1. But, only like, big time smart investors right now who are crypto fanatics really know about Caspa. And we are a large community, and there are a lot of people who have Caspa in their portfolio, but not the newbies and not the normies or the people who are new to crypto. They have no idea what Caspa is. They're on like the Bitcoin train right now. So when this hits mainstream, they're all going to be buying it, and they're all going to be thinking $1 is so cheap. Little do they know, we have been buying it since it's like half a cent, and they're going to think that's a cheap price, and that's fine because it's good for us, because then that's going to be pumping our bags. So why don't you leave it in the comment section? I would love to hear from you when you think a Coinbase and Robinhood listings are going to happen. I would love to hear from you. Please let me know. Before I end this video, also, I just want to say my price prediction on this has not changed. I think we're going to see a $5 to $7 price point on this towards the end of 2025, possibly into 2026. Some people are also predicting more of like a $2 to $3 price range. I think that's more of probably a conservative price point, but I don't think that's bad either. In fact, I think in past videos I said about $3 to $5. I think $5 is probably a good point. I know some people might think that's a little bit high. I think $7 is really, really bullish. I know people who are saying $10. I do not think Caspa is going to hit $10 this full cycle. I think that's almost impossible. Do I think it'll hit $10 down the line? Absolutely. Do I think it'll happen in 2025? No. So I'm thinking $3, $5, $3 to $5 with a bullish price prediction of maybe $7. I know that's a big range. It's really hard to pinpoint it, guys, but I will give you a range. I do not see this going past $7, and I think a lot needs to happen for it to get to $7. So about $3 to $5. I think that's basically what I said in my past videos. My price predictions do not change much. They stay very consistent. So just want to put that out there. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on this in the next week, as I always do. And just a few things before I wrap up this video. My social media links are in the description section: Instagram, X, Discord server. Make sure you get yourself a Tangem hardware wallet if you do not have one yet. Use my code PUMP at checkout and you can get 10% off your purchase. Don't forget to check out my merch store and my monthly membership for $3.99 a month. Check it out. You can find all that under the membership and store tabs on my channel. Of course, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It is so appreciated. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks, guys.